Hi, everybody. It's Tina, and welcome to my channel, Real Talk with Resale Royalty 74. I'm so glad you're here today. I have the best advice I could possibly give to anybody in the reseller business. It's great stuff. It's advice, so you can take it or leave it, but I really think it's going to help increase your reselling game and make you even more successful than you already are. So stay tuned. Welcome back. I wanted to give one tip to you today. If you're a reseller, this could change the game for you. It's my advice to you on how to increase your sales and just make your resale business better. And the advice is stop putting yourself in a box. Stop doing it. Just stop. Listen, guys, I go on reseller live chats all the time. I really enjoy the reselling community, the support that I receive, the support I can give to others. I love that we all come together, give tips to help each other. I've learned so much from going into these live chats and just talking with other resellers about what works for them and what doesn't work. It's great stuff, you guys. I would encourage you today to go and check out some of them. You don't have to talk to anyone. Just pop in and read some of the comments. Stop by our reseller live chat. I have one with Danny B's Closet. We have a great time. We just chit chat and ask questions. So yeah, the putting in the box thingy. Oh my gosh, you guys. So as I'm in these chats and I'm talking to other people, I hear some things repetitively. And the things that I'm hearing is people are saying, oh no, I only sell on this platform or these two platforms. You're selling there. I could never do that. I'm terrified of it. Or they say, I only like selling baseball cards. That's all I sell. Or I only like this, or I only source at the bins. Guys, why are you limiting yourself? Your only limit to how successful your business is the limit you place on yourself. Stop doing it. Venture out a little bit. Try new things. You've put yourself in this little box and you're limiting your success rate. You really are. Guys, branch out a little bit. You don't have to just go full blown and open up a flea market somewhere, but try a little something here. Try this. If you're hearing several resellers say, hey, this is the best thing I ever did, it really stepped up my reselling game, you might want to think about that. File that away and say, maybe I should be trying that. It's summer. I've got the summer slump. My sales are slow. What can I do to increase my sales? The first time I tried that was last year, right around the holiday season. It was probably October, November. And I heard several resellers mentioning, oh boy, the holidays are coming. And when the holidays come, my sales plummet. Why? I had to ask questions. What do you mean? Like, what's causing that? People shop more during the holidays, right? That's a huge boost of the retail world. Okay. How is that possible that people are not buying as much? It just doesn't make sense, because people were telling me, well, it's because I sell, mostly pre-loved clothing. People just aren't really buying that at Christmas time. So my sales go down. So what are you going to do about that? Right? Don't just go, well, for the next 3 months, I just won't make any sales. Don't you want to keep your business moving forward? What can you do to supplement that to make a change in your profits? So for me, instantly I said, okay, that's actually a really smart perspective. I hadn't thought about that. I need to start sourcing now for like clearance items before the holidays, right? This is October. So before the holidays, I'm saying, I'm going to go look for clearance items, new with tags, wherever I can. Things that people would source for during the holiday season because they're mostly shopping for other people, right? You're going to buy your holiday clothing and event wear, but people want things that they can gift. So that's what I did. I sourced and sourced and sourced for brand new toys, lots of toys sold, anything new clothing, any gifts, accessories, jewelry, things that someone would give for a gift at Christmas time. And my highest sales month was December, because that's what people were buying, new with tags, brand new items that they could gift. So you can believe that October this year, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go out and start sourcing new items for my closet. My point is this, you guys, when things start to shift, be prepared, be ready, be willing to change things up a little bit so that you can still be successful in your business. Why just sit by and watch everybody else make all the sales, right? Why watch me make all these sales? Why not dip your little toe in there and you try it out too? It makes sense. I want to go over some of the ways that we as resellers tend to put ourselves in a box. Okay. One thing is we don't want to try new platforms. Try something new. Try it. I hear people say, I only sell on eBay. I've heard of this Poshmark and Mercari. I don't sell in there. I only sell on eBay. My platforms currently are Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Tradesy, and Depop. I think that's everything. I was on Curtsy for a while. I tried that. It moved a little slow for me. I only made 2 sales in several months. So I put it on vacation. I never closed my account. I put it on vacation. I want to give these platforms some time to build up a buyer consumer base. They need a larger base. Once they have more people accessing those apps and buying from there, then I'm willing to go back and sell again and put the time in. Until then, I want to use platforms that have more eyes on them, really. So these platforms work well for me. You notice I mentioned several, what was that, 6 or 7 that I mentioned? And I sell well on all of them. Depop's definitely my slowest, but Etsy purchased them. So I'm waiting to see if that changes their platform a little bit and puts more eyes on it. So I'm being patient with that. I tried, one of the first ones I tried outside of Poshmark and Mercari was Kidizen. I tried Kidizen. That did not go well for me. I didn't like the platform. I don't feel like there's enough eyes on it. And you all know I do not really enjoy selling kids clothing. I love kids. I really do. But I don't enjoy selling the clothing because it doesn't sell for high amount. You can do, big piles of clothing and sell a big lot. But I prefer to just sell, specific items, 1 or 2 items at a time. And it just didn't move well for me. It was just kind of a waste of my time. So I put that one on vacation as well. Again, not completely closing out my account, but just saying, okay, this isn't really, I tried it. It's not really going well the way I would like, as far as the amount of time I'm having to put into it. It's not reciprocating. I'm not getting anything back. So I just put on vacation. And I tried other platforms. eBay was the scariest. I hear people say that a lot. Oh, I've heard about eBay, but I'm too afraid. It just sounds so complicated. It's not. It's really not. One day I'll put up a tutorial. I just did one on Facebook Marketplace. I'll put up an eBay tutorial too. It's way more detailed. There are things I like and dislike about eBay. I'll be totally frank with you, but it has an established consumer base. So a lot of people are going to get eyes on your items, and that's another opportunity to make a sale, right? Try one. Pick one that's out there that you hear people talk about that's successful. Try it out. If you don't like it, no big deal. Do what I did. Put it on vacation and move right along on about your business. You don't have to worry about it. It's no big deal. It's not going to cost you anything, but a little bit of time that you tried it. I always say this, and I can't stress it enough. Do your research first. Do your research on the platform. Look on YouTube. There are tons of people that have made tutorials about all the different platforms. YouTube is where I learned how to do everything. I go in there, and when I was looking at Facebook Marketplace, I watched several days. I watched tutorials on Facebook Marketplace. I wanted to make sure that it's something I wanted to jump into first. I'm not saying blindly go off and jump, into something. Do your research. Make sure it's something you're comfortable with and give it a try. What could it hurt? More sales, right? Another thing, I've heard this mentioned before, and I want to say this because I was that person at one time too. If you're somebody that you're really feeling that nudge, that urge that you should start a YouTube channel, go for it. Do your thing. Turn on that video recorder, your camera, your phone, your laptop, Zoom, whatever, and press record. I was in a chat one time and somebody was mentioning this. They're like, why won't people go on YouTube? They always say, oh, I have so much to share about the reseller lifestyle, but I don't know. I'm just nervous about it. You won't know until you try, right? And somebody was mentioning that one day in a live, and I had been feeling the nudge to do it myself. And I said, that's it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take their advice and I'm just going to press the button. And it's as simple as pressing record. Just press record and talk. Nobody's first videos are good. Okay. I don't care who you are. Nobody's first videos are awesome. We all go back later and laugh at ourselves when we see them, but that's okay, because as you record, you get more comfortable in front of the camera and you get better at what you want to say and what you want to do. Someone out there is going to want to hear what you have to share. I want to encourage you today. If it's something you've been thinking about doing, is starting a YouTube channel, go for it. If you're going to start, mention it below so that all of us watching this can subscribe to you and watch you flourish. We want to see you go. Everybody has something to contribute to the reseller community. I really believe that. And you will be surprised how many people really enjoy hearing from you and seeing what you're getting in your hauls or whatever content you want to put out there. So just a little encouragement today. Press the record button, go for it, give it a try. The next item is, I hear people say this a lot, try selling in other categories. I hear people say, I only sell shoes, or I only sell handbags, or I only sell hard goods, or only sell clothing, whatever. If you look at my closet, the links below, I have a little bit of everything on there. I love selling fashion and vintage. That's my love. But I sell hard goods really well. I track my research, my data. I sell it really well. So why wouldn't I be picking it up? It just makes sense, right? Just like Olaf says, it just makes sense. Try other categories. Pick one new category. Maybe you're only selling clothing. Try shoes. You're only selling handbags. Try vintage. Try jewelry. Try something else. What could it hurt? Try one new thing this year. Make a goal for yourself. I'm going to try one new category. I'm going to add it in and see how it goes for me. You might be surprised at how much success you have. Another thing I want to mention that I would highly suggest as a tip, a little bit of advice that I hope you'll take: change the way you source your items. So many people on here say, I only source at the bins. That's all I source at. Well, think about it. And I'm not trying to say in any shape, form, way at all that you cannot get great items from the bins. Yes, you can. And you can get some amazing designer deals at the bins. Yes, you can. But there's so much else out there because the bins have been through the ringer. They've been through the store already, the Goodwill. They've been passed up for at least a whole month when their color of the week is gone. And then they go to the bin. That's the last chance for them. We understand that. But there's a lot out there. I hear a lot of people say they won't do retail arbitrage. I've made a nice penny off of retail arbitrage. Don't be afraid to go into Marshall's or somewhere with a closeout. You're looking for clearance, you're looking for closeout. Don't be afraid to pay up for great items. There are several closeout stores online that I source online, liquidation companies. And I just the other day, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, I bought a couple pairs of Birkenstocks. They had them for $20, brand new in the box. I sold them for over $100 a piece. Look at the markup, the profit I brought in, because I paid up $20 for each of these items. I hear people say it all the time, you guys. I don't pay more than $3 for an item ever. Well, you're putting yourself in a box if you do that. Think of the profit margin widens when you spend more money on the item. Now, obviously, you have to be smart about how much. If I bought them for $80 and sell them for $100, I'm really not making much of a profit. So you really have to be smart about your cost of goods. When I look at an item and I see the price of like, ooh, $30 for that? It's designer, but what could I get for it? So I start looking on Sellhound app, or I'll just go on Poshmark, look at solds. I'll look at comps. What are they selling for? So it's cost me $30, but they're selling for $225. I'll take two. Thank you. Think about it. Don't get yourself stuck in that groove. It's about complacency. Are you being complacent? Are you saying, I only go to bins, I only spend $1 per item, I go to Goodwill, I only do the half off color of the week, and I only spend $253 per item? Sometimes that's going to pay off great for you, obviously, but I really feel like you're missing out on a very great opportunity. I source online several, not just one, several different liquidation companies online, and I get some great stuff. Y'all know I love swap.com. It's one of my favorite places to source. You can find things for $1. You can pay up and pay $12 for items and flip them for a great profit. There are so many different ones. I mention it all the time on my channel here, so be looking for it. But I just want to encourage you to branch out, try new things. When you hear people mention them, say, they've got, those are some great deals. I should probably look into that for myself. Don't be afraid to try it. Try one new thing, like I mentioned. Okay. Other things I want to mention, two more things. One is don't be afraid to try a service. Yes, that means you're probably going to pay for the service. It's going to be part of your business expense. You can write it off at the end of the year with your taxes. Don't be afraid to try it. I was that person for a long time, probably 9 months into my reselling business. I said, virtual assistant, I'm paying for no virtual assistant. No way. That's money out of my $20 a month out of my pocket. I'm not paying for that. No way. But when your sales increase, you have them, it pays for itself. You have the extra profit coming in. You can, it's a trade-off. It's worth it. Maybe you don't want to do a virtual assistant. I hear a lot of people say that. That's fine. To me, it's the best thing I ever did. Really. That seller insight I use to track my sales, so I know which categories I should be picking up and which sell the best and the highest profit. I can relist on my Seller Insight app. It's $10 a month. I absolutely love it. I can't live without it. There's no way I'm giving it up. Another thing I use, Reseller Assistant. You guys can try that to do your cross listing, do all your cross listing that way. It saves me so much time. The bottom line is this, especially if you're a part-time reseller, especially if you're a mom, you have little kiddos at home, your time is limited. So you really have to think, what can I outsource to somebody and pay a fee, but still keep my business going and still have time to keep my sanity too, right? We got to stay sane through this whole thing, you guys. I do not regret in any way any of the 3 services that I picked up. They've helped me so much and they've given me a little more free time to spend with my family. So, yeah, consider it. Maybe don't try all 3, try one, but try a new service that you've been thinking about that would really just help increase your sales and give you more of your time back. The last thing I want to mention, maybe change up your offer to likers. How do you do your offer to likers? Do you do it instantly? Do you do it once a week? Do you not make offers at all to likers? Change it up, try it. When that new discounted shipping feature came out, I said, ooh, what am I going to do with this? I love the new feature that I only give, $1.50 out from shipping, but what am I going to do with it? So for about 2 weeks, I added the discounted shipping on every single new item I listed. And it did increase my direct sales. So people would just come in and do a direct buy because they just want a little bit of a shipping discount. And that's great. But then I was talking with Macy from Blue Consignment. I had her on my last live chat. And she was mentioning that how that affects your offer. So if you have it listed with the discount shipping and you make an offer to somebody and they counter offer you, they get that discounted shipping still with the counter offer. So that even decreases more what you're going to get. However, if you don't have that discounted shipping on the listing and you make an offer to somebody, you can add that discount shipping in. But when they make a counter offer, if they don't like yours, they lose that shipping discount. So that is more of an incentive for them to take the offer that you give. Or if you accept the counter offer, that's an extra $1.50 in your pocket. So it's definitely something to consider. I definitely do not regret trying it. I think I'm going to move more towards not keeping that shipping discount in my listing. But I liked trying it and comparing the numbers. I'm a data person. I like stats. I like research. I like to say what was working better for my business. What was better for me? So consider that. Consider if you're feeling like your store is just stagnant, like nothing's moving, you're having really slow sales, do a discount on your store. Promote it on Instagram, promote it on your store feed. hey, buy one, get one 20 or 30% off, or BOGO, or whatever you want to do. I see people do it all the time. They say it's very successful for them. If you have an eBay store, you can do a discount on your store. You can do a 20 or 30% off on your store for, however long you want to do it, 24 hours, just to stimulate things and get things moving. That might be something new to try. If you've never tried it, give it a try. See if that gets things moving along. So that's my advice, you guys. You don't have to take it. I'm not the end all be all, Miss Know It All here. I'm not going to tell you you have to do these things, but it's advice because I want you to be successful and I want to hear positive feedback from you. If you tried one of these things, please come back and let me know. How did it work for you? Was it not helpful at all? Or did you notice a positive change in that? I think as resellers, we tend to get comfortable in our little zone. I think it's important that we branch out and continue to change as the consumer behavior changes. That's all I have, guys. I hope something I said today will just bless your life. And I appreciate you watching. I'd love to hear back from you. Until the next video, have a great week. And I hope your sales are plentiful. Bye, guys.